I can tell you that I am a chemistry teacher. I'm not in the world of the Broadway world. I'm married to Deborah Messing's character Julia. We have a 17-year-old son. We're adopting a child. So my story fits into the domestic side of things, of the idea of fitting the domestic world in and against professional desires. She's obviously wildly successful, theater professional, and I'm trying to figure out how I get myself right back to what I did, which is being a chemistry teacher. So there's some drama inherent with trying to figure out, maybe it's my time to actually get to do some stuff now. And hey, I thought that we agreed that we were going to focus on adopting a child, and now you're going out to do another show. So all those things are kind of in this big pot of stew regarding home life and how it affects professional.
So you're going to start out, your character is going to be kind of like a Mr. Mom at the beginning, and then kind of...
It's kind of where you meet him. He's not working. He's been at home for the last 17 years raising their son, and they're trying to have another child through adoption. So yes, and then you kind of see them figure out where the next steps are on their roads within their personal lives.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be quite a lot of challenges rising.
Yeah. I mean, anybody who's from a family, which is everybody, knows that there's inherent drama with any family. So that's one of the beautiful things about what I get to do is that it's just there's just inherent drama with the dynamics of a family. When you talk about success and how that affects you, and responsibilities, and those are really interesting things for me. I'm a father. I have a 10-year-old daughter. Been married for 13 years, so these are important things to me. Well, what drew me was the opportunity to actually just audition for it. And I remember hearing about it, thinking that's fantastic. They're going to create a world of Broadway and put it on television. It's so great. The time is right for it, I think. People's appetite and curiosity is peaked for something like this. I think there have been precedents with Glee, and people have kind of made this a palatable, interesting thing to do. So I thought, well, this is a great opportunity. I know it like the back of my hand, so I'd love to kind of get there and give it a shot.
Yeah, I thought that was a good fit when I saw that you were cast and you had such a strong background on the stage. Yeah. And I thought, wow, this should kind of fit like an old glove, huh?
It does feel that way for me, and kudos to everybody involved with making those decisions, for wanting to kind of appreciate that and respect that, and bring in the types of people that know what it's like to do big shows a week.
Yeah. So.
It's incredible. I mean, imagine how you feel about being a big fan. I feel the same way. And imagine, walking up to her, having never met her before, and saying, "I'm going to be your husband," on television. It's a remarkable thing because, she's an iconic television actress. And having said that, she's also an incredibly generous, funny, and kind person. So I am extremely lucky in that's I do the bulk of my work with her. So it's kind of a double blessing because I have so much respect for her and all the things I've seen her do, and now that I get to work with her, it's just double. They're finding ways to kind of integrate the worlds. I mean, I am part of her life, so there are chances to kind of integrate within the world that she's operating in. But we'll see how that domestic aspect of the story develops vis-a-vis the Broadway, which is the main line of the scene. Yeah.
Excellent.
The thing that first leaps into my mind is the idea of balance and trying to figure out, do I take this job that takes me to Atlanta for 8 weeks, and leave my wife and daughter? These are big decisions for, the consistency of raising a child. It's not uncommon for, actors to have to do that. So that's the thing that I immediately gravitate to, is saying these are tough decisions that you have to make when you want to honor your goals and your ambition, being in the theater or being an actor, as well as this equally strong, desires to be a father. So that to me is endlessly fascinating, and something that I feel proud to get a chance to play because I have respect for both ideas.
Right.
That's a great question. I do. I think I think when you meet him, there's an awakening occurring. You know, there's new ideas happening in terms of, you know, what are the possibilities that I perhaps haven't had. And so I think there's a happiness that's definitely there, successful relationship. But I think there's a bit of a peeking into the whole of like, well, what about this or that? And so that's exciting to kind of tear that open a little bit by bit and see what effect that has.
Right.
For better or for worse.
So
It's about the second episode, I would say. So you get a sense of where he is as a supporter, and then you kind of see, oh, there's more to that. He has his own ideas as well. So you kind of see that kind of the dynamic begins to kind of percolate as we go on.
Great.